A superb spell of bowling from Craig Macheda early on the last day of the LV County Championship match with Surrey in Taunton just about secured Somerset's First Division status, while leaving Surrey having to win their last two games to have any chance of avoiding the drop after they lost this match by 7 wickets. With possible showers in the region, this was always going to be a tense day in a game that neither side could really afford to lose. And after Stephen Davis and Xander Brain took the total from 97 for 4 to 111 for a lead of 56, the former sliced Macheda to Nick Compton in the gully. Macheda then removed De Brain in his next over, leaving it to Zafar Ansari and Gareth Batty to try to get their side far enough ahead to cause Somerset some concern. In a dozen overs together, they added 37 runs to put themselves 88 to the good. Only for Macheda to have Ansari caught behind by Craig Keyswetter for 14, another man to get in before getting himself out. Surrey's approach was an interesting one. Possibly they thought that a draw wasn't good enough for them, and so Stuart Meeker went for his shots, as did Batty, who twice struck Pius Chawla for sixes to take the lead into 3 figures. If they could have kept going and added another 100 runs, then they might have been in with a real chance of keeping their season very much alive. But Macheda struck for a 4th time in his spell to remove Batty for 37, and then Chawla had Meeker on 20, caught by Marcus Trescothick at slip. 3 balls later and the innings was over when Jade Dernbach launched a short ball from Chawla to Alfonso Thomas in the deep. With Macheda taking 4 for 43, Surrey were all out for 197, and that left Somerset 2 sessions to make 133 to win this crucial contest. Nerves appeared to be a problem as Chris Jones then let a straight ball from Dernbach crash into his stumps, with 15 of the runs knocked off. Thank goodness then for the experienced heads of Trescothick and Compton. The rain was expected to come in at any time, so both batsmen played their shots. Having got so close to the winning line, Somerset could ill afford the weather to ruin their victory charge. By 10 overs of the innings, 44 runs had already been scored, leaving a further 89 to get. There was an additional moment of joy for the Somerset faithful, who cheered when their enemy Batty dropped Trescothick at slip. Not that it was an expensive miss, as the home skipper drilled Dernbach to Rory Burns in the covers to go for 25. Somerset treated this chase as if it was a one-day game, and that was the right thing to do. After all, last Monday at Trent Bridge aside, they have again been good in these shorter forms of the game this summer. James Hildreth really enjoyed an over from Chris Tremlett. 3 fours were hit in it as Somerset watched the clouds overhead, which were starting to close in the distance. Compton was run out for 24 with 55 wanted, and that brought in Keyswetter, who was soon blasting his side home. Twice he sent balls from Dernbach over the rope for big sixes, as in the end Somerset made rather light work of their target. Having played a game more than Surrey, their need to win this game was even greater than their opponents. It was all over at just after 2:30 when the winning run was scored in only the 24th over, Somerset scoring their runs at 5.6 per over to avenge their bad-temper defeat in the T20 quarter-final. For the home side, it must have felt like they'd finally won some silverware. With Hildreth making 36 and Keyswetter 34 off only 26 balls, Somerset had won by 7 wickets to take 21 points from the game to Surrey's 3. Somerset are out of the relegation places and now lead Derbyshire by 16 points, both with just 1 game left. Surrey have 2 to go but trail Nottinghamshire, the side now just out of the relegation zone, by 29 points, and they also have 2 games to go. 2 wins from their last 2 matches is now a must for Surrey.